You were so excited, aren't you? He's so excited. Did you take a shot? Are we saying it?
We can always cut the first part. We can always say Merry Christmas, whatever.
Yes. We're never gonna get through this. So what am I supposed to say? Okay, I gotta stop laughing first.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mom and Son Unplugged. I'm Demonte, the son part of the show.
And I am Melissa, the mom part of the show.
So today for episode 19, we are going to be talking about phone number or social media and how people connect with each other today, as my mom has had a recent conversation with some people that she works with and knows about how it seems like there's things that are changing and how it's not the same across generations. So before we get into that conversation today, do you want to tell us on what you've been doing lately and catch up?
Yeah. So since our last episode, the past couple weeks, just trying to get back into a routine after my trip to Portugal. So just trying to get back into a routine of working out. I've been going to work. And yeah, I think that's really it. Like I haven't really done a whole lot. This past weekend, just hung out with friends, went to a concert. We went and saw Caliucci and Mariah the Scientist. We actually got there a little late, so I missed Mariah the Scientist. So I was a little upset about that because I like her music. But that is it. It has been super hot in Florida. So just trying to stay in the AC, trying to stay cool, but been spending some time at the pool and trying to get some sun in. So yeah, Demonte, what have you been up to the past couple of weeks?
Nothing too interesting, just working, running here and there a little bit, a lot less than normal, playing video games more. I'm picking that back up more frequently. And
And you've been
then,
DJing.
oh yeah,
Well, hopefully we will have a clip that we can insert here of Demonte's DJ skills because he's been getting some good reviews on how awesome he is. So
so picking that up more, yeah, that was one of my past Christmas presents. So utilizing that more, just learning, learning that more than anything, honestly. And then that's about it. I had I was telling her before the episode, yesterday we had a run club event and it was a beer mile, and the time starts and then you finish a beer, you run a quarter mile, finish a beer, run a quarter mile, finish a beer, and then you run your last quarter mile. So that was a lot of fun. My friends and some people from work came, so that was good and fun. Two of my favorite things combined into one.
nice.
That's really it. But on to the episode. So what prompted this conversation that you had?
Well, I had a couple real life experiences and I noticed there was a change in the way people exchanged information or wanted to continue the connection with someone after initially meeting them. And I noticed a difference, but honestly, it was a strange difference that I was surprised by. And I will go into the details a little bit later in the episode, but I wanted to talk about this on the podcast because I was thinking in my mind that Demonte may experience this differently than I do. So, like, how do you exchange information with people that you meet? So, say you meet someone at the gym, or like, hey, let's stay in contact. Maybe we can work out together, meet up at Run Club or whatever. How do you guys exchange that information? Do you do it via social media? Like, hey, what's your Snapchat? Or like, do you actually exchange phone numbers? How does that look for you?
I think I want to say it's almost always been social media.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what it was like in like middle school or like high school.
But like back in that time, I would say middle school, did you guys really even have social media back then?
I had Instagram and I think I had Instagram. Yeah, I had Instagram in middle school.
Oh, okay. I don't even guess there was no age limit on that on back then.
I think like high school was more Snapchat.
Okay.
Like Snapchat and Instagram, I would say were pretty equal. And then college was pretty similar. I think it was more Instagram leaning. I think like the older I got, the less Snapchat was used,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it's all like Instagram now.
Okay. Okay. So Instagram is more widely used.
Yeah.
All right. And I know growing up for me back in the day, centuries ago, we only had one phone in the house. There was no cell phones. Like cell phones weren't even really a thing back then. Well, they weren't a thing. We had one phone in the house on the wall with a cord. You exchange your phone numbers on a note, you pass them over, and you were basically just waiting for someone not to be on the phone to be able to call your friend or your friend to call you. And then there used to be this thing called call waiting to where if someone was on the phone and someone else was trying to call, the phone would beep and then the you would press like the hang up button and then it would click over to the other person. I swear to God, this literally sounds like dinosaur ages, even talking about the process of like talking with someone on the phone. But that's how it was for me for like middle school and high school. We didn't have cell phones. So we had to be at home if we wanted to catch a phone call.
Mm.
And that's how we did it. And now in my 40s, I have been seeing a huge difference in I'll either have someone asking for my social media. It would either be asking for my Facebook or my Instagram. And it's very rare someone asks for my number. So, yeah, that's kind of like what I've been experiencing lately.
And I think it's interesting because I feel like you want it to be more like traditional, like phone number asking. Like I think
I do.
you'd rather prefer that, but it's interesting because you're very active on social media.
Yes.
But I'm not very active on social media, but like I guess I'm on it, but I don't post a lot. But you post a lot and you still rather not be asked for your Instagram.
Right. I think because I feel social media for me is very personal, even though it's public.
I was about to say,
But
like you do vlogs almost. Like
no, I guess I feel it's personal, even though I keep it open. I feel it's personal because people put out there what they want, but I put more so my life and the fun things that I'm doing. And I just don't feel like that is a good way if you really want to connect with me. Because by all means, I'm not a content creator. So it's not like I constantly want people following me. I don't have people just randomly following me. Like the people that are following me, I know them. So that's why I feel if someone wants to keep a connection with me, that's why I would prefer someone asking for my phone number. Because I don't feel like my phone number is as invasive as I do social media is.
that's so interesting. Like you post and then it's whatever people perceive it as. Like, yes, you could be
Yes.
doing something, but like it's up for interpretation, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No,
it's
it does make sense. Yeah.
like I feel like it's telling everything.
Not necessarily. It's telling people what we want them to know about us.
Yeah, and you want people to know that you're active and you like to travel and you're eating good food. But if someone was just texting you, they would find that out as well. Like,
But I would rather have someone get to know me through me and not what they put together in their mind based off of what they see on social media. Because what I put on social media is what I choose to put out there. You know, I don't put everything out there, my whole entire business. Like, shoot, I could be married and nobody would know because maybe I choose not to put that out there. So, do you see
viewers
what I'm
watching,
saying?
she's not married. She's
I'm
not
not
married.
married.
Please.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, I choose not to put that out there, well, because I'm not. But I think it's more so. I want to keep those memories of my life on social media because when I get older and I start to forget things, I can refer back to my social media and all my memories are there, or
Yeah, I think
my happy memories of my life. I want to remember that, and that's an easy place for me to refer back to.
yeah, maybe I don't know. I think like phone number is just something like very like serious to my generation.
Really? Like, so do you think getting a phone number is more invasive than getting a social media account?
Yeah.
Really? But so I almost knocked my stand over. I got real excited about this point. But social media, if people post in real time, social media is tracking basically your digital footprint of your not daily life, depending on how much you post, but it literally put your foot stamp on the map, like your digital footprint of what you do, where you go, so
I
on
know
and
what you're
so forth.
saying.
So I feel like that is so much more invasive because if I'm posting, because you choose what you post, but if I post that I'm going to a particular restaurant every single Friday and then I meet someone new and we exchange social media, what if he comes to this restaurant on a Friday and I'm like, oh, that's kind of creepy. Like this ain't coincidence that you just showed up. But it's like if we just exchanged phone numbers, like, I talk to them when I get a chance and no pressure.
I'm not saying it makes sense. Everything you're saying makes complete sense, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know why. I think it's like more serious to have a phone number. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think because I can know more about the person. Like,
Without
if
asking them,
yeah,
kind of like a background check, a little
yeah,
bit. Like, are they crazy?
like if someone looked at my Instagram profile, like,
You would be a mystery.
you think so?
Yeah, like you don't have much on your social media.
But I feel like the little things I do have, like, say a lot about it. Like, I don't know. I think we might have said this before, but I think I take like pride in my Instagram. But
Hmm.
there's only 6 posts, but I feel like there's a lot within it, like
Hold on. How long have you had your Instagram account? How many years?
10 plus.
So he has had his Instagram account for 10 plus years and only has 6 posts.
Because I delete things if it doesn't fit who I am right now.
Wow. I didn't realize you did that.
Or like if it just doesn't look right, then I will just take it down.
Huh.
Like one of them is like going out to eat, like
He
there's a
likes to
clip
eat.
there's a clip there's a clip of like Johnny, Kyrie, and I at New Year's, like a couple years ago.
His
And then
friends are very
I
important.
yeah, like pictures with my friends, snowboarding,
Mhm.
half marathon, going to like music events,
Yep.
hiking, and yeah, like I feel like that. But I feel like that's me though. Like
It is.
there's like a picture of me at the gym. Like I go to the gym, I hang out with my friends, I like music and doing like outdoor activities sometimes.
And that's all people need to know.
Because if I gave someone my Instagram, they'd be like, what like what was the background of you and your friends like all
Mhm.
singing in a video together? Be like, oh, that was New Year's, like, and my buddy drove down from college and we were all together for New Year's. Like
Okay, so
it,
you think it's like a
it's
good
talking
discussion
points.
point. Okay.
Like you just went on a trip here. Oh, you went to Alaska. What'd you do on this trip? And then it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it just gives you talking points. And it's like, I think it's low pressure.
Was
Like,
just gonna ask you that when you meet someone out in public, do you feel that it is lower pressure to ask for a social media versus a phone number?
like
Do you
when
feel it's a way so
when I met
people
Emma,
don't feel rejected?
yeah, when I met Emma, I asked for her Instagram
Oh, you did? Okay.
because you could say no or like you could say like yes, and it's just like someone could find your Instagram. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's almost. I was having this conversation about someone or I was having this conversation with someone about it, but it's like when people cover their license plate in pictures,
Right. Yes.
but then you can go on a drive and like someone's going to see it.
Right.
But if I'm just scrolling Instagram or someone who knows someone sends me their Instagram and it's public, like anyone can find it, but not anyone can just find my phone number.
Correct. I mean, I guess they could if they did some digging, like a few clicks on the internet if they really wanted to know it, but
Maybe, but it's low pressure,
okay.
like talking points. If you see them again, naturally you'd be like, well, I saw that you did this. What about this? And then if it works on Instagram messages, then you're like, hey, what's your phone number? Because then like you can have like FaceTime and like phone calls, things like that. But if it doesn't, like if you guys don't click with each other, then it just stays on Instagram.
And then
you
you
can
just stay
you
following
can
each other.
unfollow or you can follow each other, like stay following each other.
Okay. I could definitely see that.
And like you said, I don't post a lot, so I don't think anyone's tracking my routines.
No. You don't even post enough. They're probably like, is he still on planet Earth? DeMonte does his
Yearly post
yes.
and disappears.
Right. Do you ever feel that them asking for social media is just for them to try to get more followers?
No. I mean, and even if it was, if I don't want to follow someone, I won't follow them. Yeah, I don't think someone's trying to get 10,000 followers off pure outdoor interactions. Like
Well,
no one's
so
campaigning for followers like that.
okay, so the only reason I ask is because whenever I go on dating sites, I get what do the young kids call it? Like a ick. This
Yeah.
is an ick for me on dating sites is a guy will have his profile. He will put
His
his
Instagram.
Instagram or Snapchat and it said and next to it will be he'll put you can hit me up on here because I'm not on this dating site that often. And I'm just like,
And that's an ick.
it's a huge ick because number one, why are you on the dating site? If you're not on here that much, then what's your whole intent and purposes? And then number two, why do I have to go on a scavenger hunt to go to your social media to send you a message, like wondering if you're going to message me back? Like, I'm not doing like, how many apps do I have to go to just to try to have a conversation with you? Like, I'm not playing the chasing game. I don't have enough tread on my sneakers for that. Like, no, if you had serious intentions about dating, then I don't know. To me, then you would be on the app to see who wants to make a connection for you. But then when you go to their Instagram, that's what I was gonna say about like the are people too focused on followers? Because when I would go onto their Instagram, because sometimes I would like to do a scavenger hunt, and I'm like, well, let me see what he's about. Well, for sure, like he's trying to get his follower game up, like he's trying to get his numbers up. Like you can visibly see it, and you already know. So I'm like, no, like this is ridiculous.
I think it depends, like the Instagram in your Tinder bio. But I think the only reason that would make sense to me,
Well, I got to put this out there. I'm more classier than Tinder. This is like Hinge or Bumble. Tinder's for hookups. Let's put this out there. I'm not on Tinder.
mm, I think if I had a following, I would.
Okay. Like put your Instagram on a dating profile. Okay. So then that adds up.
Because I think that matters to women.
You think it matters to women to get their follower count up?
Not It's not about getting the follower count up. It's getting them to recognize that they have a following. It's like being a micro celebrity. If some guy was like, I think women would see a guy different if he had 100 Instagram followers versus 100,000. I think it would change their opinion.
Do you think that's like a certain age group that thinks that way?
No,
No? Okay.
You think so.
I think so. I'm just,
You
I,
don't
it
you think you don't care.
it doesn't impress me.
You're saying if you went on a date with a guy and like chin hair guy and you didn't have his social media, you just had his phone number, and then it think like things are weird sometimes, but they're good sometimes, and you're on the fence and you found out he had 500,000 followers. I think the red flags would be less red.
There'd be like a pink.
Yeah.
No, actually, I never had his social media, but I mean, he didn't call me back, so there
But I'm
wasn't
just
even a
saying, like,
chance.
if someone had a following, I think you would feel differently.
Well, not entirely true because there is a guy that I know. Like we had hung out before, and he has a good following. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not impressed by that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like if that's your thing, but it wouldn't make me want to date someone. Because really, I wouldn't want to date him. I mean, he's super nice. He's a real nice guy, but I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to. But to me, the following thing doesn't matter. What matters to me is, are you a good person? Are you going to be consistent? Yeah. Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to show me attention or all of your, but I don't know. But do you think when you ask someone for their number, it's like more serious?
Yeah.
Like it brings that connection to like a higher level or,
Like, I'm trying to think of, like, my relationship with people whose numbers I have
Mhm.
versus don't have numbers of. Like, I only use Snapchat to talk to, like, Johnny and Kyrie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, like, and I feel like I don't really Instagram, like, message too many people either. But I also can't think of, like, the last time I asked for someone's phone number. Like, not even, like, in a romantic way.
Would you be more impressed if a girl asked for your number versus social media?
I think I'd be worried.
Really? Are you serious? Like worried how? Like she would track you down? Or
Yeah,
like I'm so curious.
I would think she's Amish.
I didn't even know they had phones.
Well, that's what I'd be like, "Do you just not have Instagram?"
Wow, so that is a red flag for you if someone asks for your number
It
over
wouldn't be a
social
red
media.
flag, like, it wouldn't be a red flag. I would just be
That's
l
what it sounded
I'd be
like.
thrown off
Really?
just because that's not, like,
That's just not how people do things these days.
yeah.
Wow, that is funny. Huh.
There was like, a pool party at my apartment so people could meet each other, and my
That's
coworker
cool.
went, so I went and hung out with him for a little bit, and one of the guys was just getting everyone's Instagram, and that just made sense.
Get that for one of those, I think, events because those events are more like connection driven as far as, hey, let's connect. And I feel it's like more of maybe like business connections, or am I like way off? Am I thinking too old?
I don't know.
Hey, let's get together and do content creating together. That's what I think of like just exchanging social media for.
But if it was like, "Hey, what's everyone's phone number?" I'd be like, "This is serious. We're seriously about to
That
hang
is
out every
so
day."
funny. Oh my God, that is too funny. So a phone number is a little strange to you. And that's serious business if someone's asking for a phone. Like phone numbers should only be used for work,
Yeah, like,
official matters.
I think it's because I don't like talking on the phone.
Okay.
I don't know if someone I just s I don't know if we're already doing scenarios. I think we're just talking about it, but, yeah, if a girl asked me for my number, I think I would get anxious that she might call me because I wouldn't wanna talk on the phone.
Oh my God. Like, but you're fine with like, hey, let's meet up and talk in person? Like,
Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't know
okay.
why, like, I'm not a huge phone caller.
Oh my God, I love it. That is so funny. Oh my goodness.
People call me and I don't wanna answer. The worst is at work, honestly, which is bad. When I would have to call vendors, it would take me 20 minutes to wanna call them.
That is funny.
I don't know why.
Mm,
And, like, sometimes vendors will still call me,
mm.
like, just asking about things, and I won't answer, and then I'll say like, "Hey, what's up?"
Like on a chat? Like you'll just
I'll
send them
text
a
them.
chat? You'll
They'll
text them?
call me, I won't answer, and then I'll text them and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Terrible. Oh my goodness. They're probably like, "Why didn't you just answer the phone?" It's so much quicker to get stuff done if you just talk instead of typing back and forth. Like nobody needs carpal tunnel or arthritis. Mm-mm. That is funny. I had no idea you were like that. So, what we have learned today.
Like, one of our buddies, we saw him at the gym earlier in the week, and he was like, "I wanna go to the run club. Reach out to me to help hold me accountable." And I texted him earlier in the day, and then Tyson was like, it was 15 minutes before it started, "Should we call him?" I'm like, "No." Well, one, it's 15 minutes before, why would we call him? But I don't wanna
Yeah.
talk on the phone right now.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Like, if he's not gonna come, he's not gonna come. Like, me phone calling is not like I think because 'cause I'm putting myself in his shoes, and I'd be like, "Man, someone's gonna call me and try and get me out of the house."
Yeah, that's
And
motivation.
I
That's an
wouldn't answer.
accountability partner.
Like, I wouldn't answer the phone. I would just watch it ring.
That is terrible. Oh my goodness. That's
Like,
funny though.
I'm normally near or on my phone.
Yes, and I think that's what irks me so much about I think Auntie has done this to me. I'll see that she commented on an Instagram post and then I'll go to call her because oh, she's on her phone. And then the shit will go to voicemail. I know she's on her freaking phone. Like, why don't you just answer my call?
Yeah, maybe she just
I
doesn't wanna
hate
talk.
that. It's so annoying. But what if I had something important to say? Now I don't even want to tell you because I'm not going to text it. I hate that. It's so annoying. I love talking on the phone. So you don't miss you don't understand. You won't understand.
It's been so long since I've had that with someone.
I just no, like even my friends, like I love hearing their voice because it's like, especially for joking around and laughing, like you can't get that through a text message.
I feel
Like,
like I can.
oh my God, I want to hear someone laughing and I want them to hear me laughing so loud. I think it was Friday because Nancy and I talk about, no, we talk like every single morning on our way to work. And she was telling me this story, and I was so into it. Like, I was so into this story. I was like, oh my God, what? I was ready to fly to Maryland and beat someone up. And then she was like, oh, and then I woke up. I didn't realize the whole story was a dream and like my emotions were all over the place. And it's like, you can't get that through a text. But
I think you have
no,
more I think you just have more relationships with people than I do. Like, I think
no, but you have like solid friendships though. But
and a
guys are
lot of
different.
yeah, we, send each other, videos, like, memes,
Yeah, me
like,
and my
TikToks
friends
and
do
stuff like that.
too.
But I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I can convey when something's really funny.
Yeah. And then we talk about it after. Cause like we'll send each other a reel and we're like, okay, we got to do this TikTok. Like,
But
yeah,
I don't know, maybe it's different because I see Tyson almost every day at the gym.
it's different.
Like, I see him almost every day, and then I play video games with, my other friends, and we talk then.
Oh, yeah. And then you're talking. Okay. Yeah. So same, but just in like a different format. Like, yeah, makes sense.
I guess as we talk about, the pros and cons of it, I think, what we're getting I guess my stance is, it's obviously based on, my phone call, anxiety. I feel like social media gives me, an easier way to maintain a barrier of,
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
or a boundary,
Um,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, now you see what I like doing, but it's like, "Alright, now, I don't know, we might call if things are going well."
Okay. So that was going to be my next question. Like, after, like, say you and a girl exchange social media, how long would it be before y'all exchange phone numbers? Like, okay, this is the real deal. We're actually going to hang out.
Maybe planning to meet.
Okay.
I think then that would be, a phone number thing.
Okay. Right. Makes sense.
Alright, now flip side, you have someone's number, when do you ask for their social media?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask because I mean, especially if it's like a guy. I mean, I haven't even been able to get past the first date. So we can't even get, like, we don't even get nearly near that point of social media stuff. I don't know. I would say it's probably a good few months, maybe, probably depending on how things are progressing. I don't know. But like Nancy and her and I were friends for years before we even got on each other's Instagram.
That's so crazy. It's a
Yeah.
public profile. Like,
Well, hers wasn't. Hers was private. But yeah, it was years. And then when Marisol and I met, she didn't even have social media. When her and I met in 2014, it was like, I think a good couple years before she got social media.
hmm. I guess that makes me think like, what if I met someone and they were just like, yeah, I don't have like social media. Because you
Oh my
like
God.
everyone
So,
has a phone number, but not everyone has social media. So now I'm thinking like flip side, what would I do?
so I have like a couple life examples of the whole, like when you meet someone, um, do they ask for social media or phone number? So this just actually happened to me a week ago. And it was, I don't know, it really opened my eyes to how differently the exchanges were and the age of the individuals of the occurrence. So a couple Fridays ago, I went out to this restaurant after work and I sat at the bar. There was like nobody there when I got there. And, it started getting busy. And then there was this older gentleman that ended up sitting next to me. And then once in a while, we would exchange like a conversational topic, just simple. And then, like, he was older, but he did tell me that he had like a 21-year-old son, 19-year-old son. But I'm still like, in my mind, I'm like, how old is this guy to be having like a 21-year-old? Because I'm like, Demonte's almost 25, but I'm like, this guy is definitely older than me. Like he had to have been in his probably lower 60s. Had to have been. And then he saw that I was signing my check. And he was like, if you want to, stay connected, do you have Instagram or social media? And that was really off putting to me. Well, number one, I wasn't trying to extend no connection. And so when he asked for my social media, I was like, no, I don't have social media. I really just try to disconnect from that stuff. And the whole time, my phone was face up. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, please let no notifications come through right now. And then so after a couple minutes, I just kind of flipped it over. Because I was like, I don't want no social media notifications to pop up after I just told this guy that I didn't have any. And then, he was like, okay, well, if you ever want to stay in contact, here's my business card. So I put it in my purse. And then when I got home, I was like, he's a lawyer. I was like, just in case I need a lawyer, I'll hang on to the card. And then that Sunday, I happened to go down to this area where it's like an open area. So I'm gonna go down to the bar outside, have a drink, have some food, just relax. It was a beautiful day. So I was sitting at the bar and then two gentlemen had showed up. And then I ended up starting talking to one of them. And this whole thing was funny because it was like me, the guy's friend in the middle, and then this other guy. Well, the guy in the middle started talking on the phone. So I started talking to the other guy, and I was like, because he was wearing a hat that had like Puerto Rico on it. So I leaned over and are you from Puerto Rico? So him and his friend ended up switching seats. So him and I were talking, and God, we were there probably for like a good couple hours or so just having conversation. And then so we started talking about ages and how old we all were. I don't even know how we got on the topic, but I had told them, I know I'm way older than you two. And they were like, oh, they're like, there's no way. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely older than you two. So I asked them, well, how old are you guys? And then so the one that was originally sitting in the middle, he was like, oh, we're 30, I don't know, 30 something. So I was like, okay. I'm 46. And, they couldn't believe that, they thought I was like early 30s. And then so him and I ended up having like more conversation together. Before we ended up leaving, he asked me for my phone number. Yeah, you can have it. I was more than happy to give him my phone number. Now, if he would have asked me for my social media, I definitely would have, I wouldn't have liked it because I felt that him and I were having a good conversation enough to where, no, I would want you to either call me or text me. Don't be on my social media trying to send me a DM. And then funny thing is, I almost fell out of my car having a conversation with him the other day. So Friday evening, I had called him. We were talking on the phone because we were setting up plans to go to breakfast the next day. We were talking about something to do with him. And I was like, oh, I was like, well, how old are you? How old are you again? He was like, I'm 29. And I'm like, what? I was like, you're 29. I was like, well, we talked about ages. Y'all said that you were in your 30 something. I couldn't remember the exact number. And he was like, no, you asked my friend. My friend answered. He was like, but I knew I was the youngest, so I didn't say anything. But it really struck me as I was just at a restaurant on Friday, and this man, like in his, young 60s, was asking me for my social media, but yet I had a gentleman 29 that asked me for my phone number. So I just thought it was surprising to see the difference considering the ages. But
You don't think the intentions were completely different?
I don't know. I don't know what the intentions were from the guy of like being 60 years old. I have no idea what his intentions were because him and I, we didn't really have, it was random, I wouldn't even say conversations, but just random small topics we were talking about. But I have no idea. I didn't want him following me on social media. That's all I know. But maybe intentions are different. I have no idea. But I think either way, though, I mean, based off of our earlier conversation, even your age, you may have full intentions of being interested in a girl, but you'll ask for her social media and then eventually you'll get her number.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you have another scenario or no? That was the two scenarios.
No, those were the two scenarios. And they happened back to back. So I'm like, oh, this is so crazy. It just struck me as, wow, what a difference. And I really thought it would have been reversed. Grandpa asking me for my number and then this young fella asking me for my social media. I was surprised. And I actually asked him about it. Him and I had a conversation. I was like, I'm really surprised that you asked for my number and not my Snapchat. So,
And I think another thing is like, I think this is the my generation thing, but it's only what you were saying earlier. If someone was like seriously trying to pursue you
mhm.
and you had an Instagram, but you made it seem like you weren't in a relationship, it's sort of like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Someone with your social media can do enough digging to figure out like if you're being honest or not.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because I've definitely looked up people's marriage and divorce records just to see. So, yeah, you can do digging.
Or like maybe you know someone else. Like that's another
Right.
thing. Like we when we went to go help those kids shoot like the video for their like run club,
Mhm.
like we got their Instagrams and then a few of them knew the girls that we go out with because it said
Oh,
followed
okay.
by. So we're like, oh, you know so and so.
Right.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I know so and so.
Yeah,
But if we just had their number, we would have never known that we had a mutual friend.
that is true. I mean, so there are pros into connecting with people on social media because it's like you find that commonality of like, oh, you know them too. So I can see that for sure.
And it's like, oh, how did you guys meet? And then you go back to your friend and you're like, oh, like, you won't believe who I just met.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, hopefully it turns out to be a good thing. Like, oh, yeah, they're good people. Mm.
But yeah, you don't get that with a phone number.
Yeah, no, which is valid. Yeah, I can see that.
So I guess another situation would be what if I think I would know your answer, but if you have someone's number and then you ask for their social media and they say they don't have social media, does it make it seem like a red flag to you? Like, can you buy that if someone says they don't in this day and age?
I would have a hard time believing that they didn't, but it is refreshing if they don't.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel guys are just so suspicious on social media. Like any girl can drop in their DM and then they'll be trying to entertain it. I just feel guys will just entertain anything that comes in their inbox. That's what I feel. But I'm not
But
really.
if you've been
Uh,
talking to a guy on text for so long, I feel like you should like you would decide before you get to your 3-month mark of getting someone on social media if they're a good
Correct.
person or not.
Yeah. No, and that's valid. Like if I had been talking to someone for a little bit and then we exchanged social medias, I would
It's pretty
definitely check
serious.
it out. Yeah. What's that?
I said, then it's pretty serious.
Yeah, then it's shoot, third date, we're getting married. Like way my life is.
I say
But
you're like Road to
what's that?
Mormon. You're like Road to Mormon. You're like the non-Mormon track of dating.
Pretty much. Yeah. Mm. It's just I'm about to check myself into a convent. But I don't know. I it wouldn't be a red flag for me if they didn't have social media because I know some people just don't want because I was talking about this with someone recently. They didn't have social media and they said it was just like a time waster. They're like, it wastes so much time where I can be doing something so much more productive.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I totally agree with that. And so that's why if they don't have one, I think that's cool. But would I actively look to see if they have one to see if they're lying to me? I would have to wait and see if I see some signs that just doesn't match up. Then I might do some investigation. But no, I'm not that crazy. Like I don't like spending my time on something that eventually is going to reveal itself, really. I Yeah. I felt my answer was all over the place for that question. What about you? Like especially with the way you exchange social media with people, like is it a red flag? If
Like if I asked a girl for social media and she said she didn't have one, I'd ask why. Like I'd be curious to know why. Like
Mhm,
I do think it's a time waste. And I think recently you and I talked and I said I thought about deleting it.
mhm.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be a red flag. I guess I don't see an issue with it.
Yeah.
Why would I need someone to have social media? That just sounds crazy.
Yeah, I don't feel it's a need.
But if it would be refreshing or not, I wouldn't really care. I would thank God. Like thank God you don't have one.
Yeah, like would it make you more or less interested?
No, it wouldn't change. I don't
Okay.
think it'd be for or less. And like you said, I think how someone uses social media says a lot too.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, unless their whole money making and that's where they make their money is being a content creator, then I totally understand that.
Yeah, but if it's like someone like you and I type of following and they're doing like 20 stories a day, I'd be like, and they didn't care about like getting like famous, I'd be like, what? Like, why does everyone need to see this?
Right.
If someone asks for your number immediately, do you think that's like that brownie points
So this is gonna sound so terrible. Oh my god, I'm going to hell. But I think it depends on the person,
on how they look?
on how they look. Because sometimes actually this happened one time in the grocery store. Some guy asked for my number, and I was like, "Oh, that's like really bold of him." But after he like asked for my number, he's like, normally I look more cleaned up and like he's already like making excuses for the way that he looked because he looked in shambles. But that's why I'm like, oh, that's real bold. But
And
I
there's no out. Like, I guess that's like going back to me arguing why n not asking for the number. There's no out.
no,
Everyone has a
well
number
here was my out. And I was like, hey, I was like, how about this? Since you don't feel you're looking your best, if I see you in here again, we'll exchange numbers.
that's crazy.
Oh, really?
You know how much easier it'd be if, like, think
What?
about how
Give him my number and then have to block him because I don't want to talk to
but just think about how much you could have, like, skipped out if this was the lawyer interaction. He was like,
What do
"Hey,
you mean?
do you have an Instagram?" "Nope. I don't have social media." And
Yeah.
he's like, and some people will take that as an answer and be like,
No, but then
okay,
it would go on to something else. Like, well, can I have your number? What am I gonna be like? I don't have a phone. It's right there in my
that's what I thought you were gonna say.
oh, man. Yeah, so it's crazy, but I think it just all depends on how they look.
Like that's like,
Yeah, how
I don't
they
know.
look.
I guess like asking for social media, and if someone doesn't give it, that's a soft letdown. But
Really, it's a soft letdown.
there's no soft letdown to not wanting to give someone your number.
It's hard. Like, it is hard, especially or sometimes they'll say, I'd like to ask you for your number, but some are actually nice enough to ask if you have a boyfriend. And that's normally my out. Like, sorry, like I'm in a relationship. Just a bold-faced lie. But that's my out. Like, hey, sorry. Like, but then if they come straight with, hey, like, do you have a boyfriend? A lot of times I'm like, no, I am single. Oh, well, can I have your number? Then I'm like, why did I put myself in this predicament? And then I'll just say, and then when that happens, I'll just be like, no, like, I really don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm doing my thing. Like, I don't give out my number. It's in all honesty,
Case
it's
by
based
case.
on how they look. Based on how they look. Yep, yep. But you gotta come better than that. Like, I don't know.
I feel like this contradicts the whole social media's highlights. If you have someone's number, you like learn about them for yourself, and it's like the real them. But
But no, people can be fake on social media too. Like, people can do so much fake crap on social media. That's why, like, I don't wanna learn someone that way. Like, people can, like, wear fancy crap or be sitting in a private jet, and it's all a facade. Like, that stuff is so fake. That's why you can't believe anything on the internet. I don't know, that's just me.
have you ever asked someone for their number?
I don't think I have. No. Oh my god, because I don't wanna be rejected. Yeah,
This can't
I
be the
have
same person that just gave a WWE level of rejection to a guy in the store and said, if we just happen to be down this aisle one day in the future and you're on your best, then maybe we'll exchange numbers. This can't be the same person.
I think the rejection is like, but honestly, like, I haven't really seen anyone, like, out in public where I was like, "Man, this guy is so nice looking. I don't wanna miss my opportunity." But when I went to the grocery store earlier today, I was pulling out of my spot and I saw this man, and I really thought he was nice looking, but then I saw some flip-flops, like he's with a girl. 'Cause I honestly would have rolled down my window and would have said, I don't know, "Happy Sunday." Like, some
Okay,
corny
yeah.
crap.
Let's keep you scared of rejection.
Yeah, but, like, once I had seen, like, some other feet get out of the car, I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "He's with a girl." But, yeah. But no, I have never asked anyone for their number or social media. Like, sometimes I'll, like, go and follow someone on social media because I think they're nice looking, but, so I as my memory is coming back to me, no, there was a guy that I thought was nice looking in Tampa, so I started following him, and
How? How did you start following him?
I pressed the follow button.
How did you find his social media?
Well, I kinda tracked it down because he works for the city of Tampa in some capacity, and he became a viral sensation based off of a news clip from a hurricane that we were having, and I was like, "Oh, he's nice looking. Let me try to track down his social media." So then I responded, I think, to, like, one of his Insta stories, and then I was having a conversation via Instagram one day, and he turned me off, and now I look at him totally different, and I don't even find him attractive anymore. I was just like, "Mm-mm, nope." So I unfollowed. Yeah.
Just think about how crazy that would have been. Like, obviously, your team phone number and I'm team social media. Think about how crazy it would have been if you would have found his number and told him that you saw him on social media, and instead of following him on social media, you got his phone number.
That would be
You,
so freaking creepy. That would be creepy though.
but that's what I'm saying. Like he probably thought nothing of like, oh, how did she find my Instagram? Like she
Yeah.
couldn't have possibly crazily tracked down from the city of Tampa's Instagram and jumped through all these hoops and had traction on her shoes this time to find me. She probably just stumbled upon it. And it was normal.
I haven't even told you the craziest part. I had double traction on my shoes. But not only did I message him on LinkedIn, but I messaged him on Instagram. And I'm like, one of these days he's going to see these messages. And then I got so embarrassed because I'm like, he must think I'm a Looney Tune. Because not only did I track down his business LinkedIn account and send him a message, send him one on freaking Instagram because I'm like, he's going to see one of these. Oh my God. I get crazy sometimes. And then it was a total letdown after I kind of saw his personality. I'm like, what a waste of traction on my shoes.
We're so cursed.
This is why I don't approach people because it's always a letdown.
That is the name of the game.
My goodness. I was like, never again. Never again. Do that. Yep. So technically, I didn't give my number or ask for a number. I just forcefully entered myself in their social media DMs.
But imagine if this was like, I don't know, like a phone number. I feel like then this whole situation would be weirder.
Well, no, because if I met someone in person, I think like when you meet someone in person, when you're asking for their number, it's already because you establish that there's some sort of connection there. That's how I feel, but I don't know. Clearly, I'm no expert.
We have to wrap this episode up after that one. No more stories from you in LinkedIn DMs and Facebook Messenger DMs and
Man, did I hit him up on Facebook too? I don't remember. I'll have to go back to my history because then I would be like a top tier crazy person. Like,
sending messages on Spotify.
my God. Hey, so I like your playlist. Oh my God. I am really not crazy, but if I see a man that's attractive, by all means, I'll rotate them shoes to get that tread to run after them.
Man, your future partner is going to be so refreshed when you delete social media one day.
No, they're like, you need to get off. Like you're being real crazy in this world. Oh my goodness. That's funny. All right. All right. Well, on that note, so what I have realized that whether someone is asking for your number, social media, there are all sorts of forms of making connections with people and whatever people choose to do. I think that just has to go with how you like to communicate with people, like whatever makes that connection for you. Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know. I would like our audience to let us know, like, what do you think? Do you think phone number first or social media first?
And why?
I need to know why. Like, I'm
Like,
so curious.
or are we missing the mark with something? Or is there an argument for one side that we missed?
Right.
Because I think the boundary thing is like a big thing for like social media just makes it easier. And like someone's not going to blow up your phone if they just have your social media. Like they're not going to call you. Like obviously you can just block someone's phone number, but
Yes, I am
yeah, I'm
quick to
curious.
block. That's why I feel like the phone number isn't like a boundary issue with me because it's like, shit, I will block you in a hot second. Like, yeah.
All right. So leave a comment below. Thank
Yes.
you guys for joining us for episode 19. The big 2 zeros coming next. So stay
Yeah.
tuned for that and share this with someone who you think could benefit from hearing these crazy social media stalking stories. Or if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about in any upcoming episodes, please let us know below. And thank you guys for joining.
Yes. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
And that's a wrap.
Cheers. Oh, no, I should say, and that's a wrap as well, huh? Okay, we'll do that again.
Thanks for tuning in.
That's a
Cheers. And that's a wrap.